Did you know that men communicate better shoulder to shoulder instead of face to face? And that they feel emotional bonding happening when they're sharing an activity side by side? This is a huge difference between men and women. Think about what happens when we meet up with a girlfriend. We sit across from each other, but face to face, we make eye contact and we have conversation. And that to us feels like emotional bonding. But for men, think about what they do. They go do an activity, they go to a ball game, they go golfing, they do something side by side. And that's because that's how they're comfortable and that's how they feel emotional connection happening. It's also helpful for us to know that men say sometimes they find face to face communication with their wives very intense, especially when we're upset with them. They're reading the facial expressions and it's a little bit scary. So, this is such a super effective and simple way for us to improve the communication in our marriage to just take a walk side by side or do something else side by side. And you know something really interesting? Research has discovered that when you are walking side by side and talking with someone, the forward momentum from walking is not only physical, it's also psychological. So, meaning it can help you move forward with whatever challenge you're trying to solve. Isn't that cool? And research also shows that walking can increase emotional bonding, which means it could increase the spirit of cooperation between you and your husband, something we definitely want in marriage. And I want you to imagine this. Imagine when you and your husband are walking side by side, that you are facing the world together as a team, right? You're shoulder to shoulder, you're facing the world together as a team. That is such a beautiful thing. It's something we all want. Once my husband was really upset with me after a shopping excursion that I sent him on with my son. I wasn't happy with what they brought back, and the way that I phrased that made him very upset. And so I said, "Let's go on a walk. Tell me what's bothering you." And as we walked side by side, shoulder to shoulder, and he explained what was bothering him about the way I said what I said, we were able to peacefully resolve the conversation and calmly and without fighting. And in fact, I should warn you, it worked so well. He offered up a second thing that was bothering him about me that I was doing. And so I know this might sound crazy, but I was actually so happy about that because it proved that the communication was open and it proves that this works. And so I would offer this tip to you. Use this when you have challenges in your marriage and also use it for everyday general communication when you're just trying to schedule who's picking up what kid or schedules or anything else.